Welcome back, everybody. Today we are finally starting the framework on our Porsche Gt4. So let's jump right into it. First, we need to remove this wheel, possibly some suspension components. And then we need to remove the rear bumper cover. We need to remove the tail light. And I think that'll be it for now. And then what we need to do, we need to strap down the rear frame rails and put a little pull right here. We're gonna start in this corner right here. You know, we're gonna try to move this out, straighten it out as best as we can. We do have a new piece for it, so we will be replacing that. We'll have to pull the window out, we'll have to strip the interior. It's quite a bit of work, but you know, it needs to be done right. It's not a cheap car, so it needs to be perfect.
Do it professionally, like the dealership wants you to do it.
Yeah, like the dealership wants you to do it. All right, so we're gonna pull the wheel off, pull the back bumper off.
Let's do it.
Here's what we want to do. We want to make a bracket that will sandwich in right here between the rebar and the frame rail, and then we will be able to put a hold on it with a chain. That way when we are pulling it, it is twisting the body of the car. Because right now we're in banana status. You guys know how bananas shape? Like that. So the car is a banana. We will now call it the banana Porsche because it's shaped like a banana. But anyways, we're gonna make this bracket on the CNC machine real quick and we'll put a pull on it and see what happens, and hopefully I'm praying that these gaps go back into their place, because if they don't, we're going to pull the motor out and stick an LS in it. So we got the quarter skin off, and man, I am disgusted. Look at this damage. Like, I don't even know what to do here, to be honest with you. Nate, what are we even gonna do?
We're just gonna cut all that off and replace it.
Cut it all off and replace it? Well, that sounds very simple when you say it like that, but the issue here is this piece right here. So this vent here is pushed into this area where obviously we have to weld, and then this area here is damaged, so I would like to replace this section as well. But the issue being is that we can't really get in behind it. So this vent has to come off regardless. So the motor might have to come out. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to fix this car, honestly. I don't see it happening, man.
Let's just keep trucking, man.
I don't see it happening, Nate.
Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going.
I think we should just cut this whole corner off and get rid of it. Okay, so what we're going to try to do, we're gonna try to take that fan off and try to take this vent off. If we can do that, then we can continue. I've got the other piece almost drilled out. We still have a couple more things to drill, like the inner wheel well and stuff. And then also another thing that I'm like kind of pondering on is this tail light housing. it's glued right here, and then also it's bent here. So I don't know, maybe we should go ahead and...
I say we go ahead and replace it.
There's only one issue with that, and that's the fact that right here, it actually overlaps, the skin overlaps this structure. I think it would be the best idea to replace this piece as well, so...
I agree.
You know, and then with this, when this separates from the other piece, we'll just glue this thing back on.
Yeah, and it's only one little area to glue, so...
All right, man. Let's keep cracking on it. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep doing it. Alright, so check that out. We got the quarter panel fitted up and everything is fitting very nicely. We have not cut anything up here, so that's good. We need to make sure and make a good, nice cut there, not to cut it too short, which happens sometimes. But everything is looking really good. And then this piece right here also needs to be trimmed at the top a little bit to close this gap up, because it does need to move forward a little bit. But yeah, I'm very happy with how that's fitting up. So the next thing we need to do, wait, what do we need to do, Nate? Oh yeah, there's the frame rail. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is remove this top layer of this frame rail. As you can see, we've got a big, massive dent here. So we're gonna remove that and see what's going on under there, and then fix whatever it is. If it's damaged, bent, cracked, whatever, we'll pull it all out and put this piece back on here. And there is some rivets here, so we're gonna have to get one of those big rivet guns, Nate.
Yeah.
Have you found one yet?
Rivet gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, about $5,000.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford that right now. It's just not in the budget right now, man. But yeah, everything's looking really good. This piece right here is gonna have to go back on. It goes on back there. But everything will have to be surfaced. Not today, it's Friday and it's late. Not really late, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I don't think we're gonna do any more. We need to jump on that on Monday.
Yeah, get that squared away. That way we'll get the quarter on.
Yeah, because we can't do anything here until we get all that pulled off, fixed, and then we're gonna have to go take the other side apart and measure everything and make sure that everything measures out, you know,
right
to the middle. And then we'll have to measure the square. How are we gonna measure the square, Nate?
Thought we were just gonna eyeball it.
No, we can't eyeball it. You know what we need to do? We need to get some professional help. That's for sure. So if anybody out there knows how to measure the underneath of a vehicular, then please let us know. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, and if you want, also follow us on Instagram at 23rd Garage _ something garage.com. Peace out.